start at noon.
Should we end it or just
I don't
leave
know.
it?
We can just wait till noon.
Okay, it's almost noon.
I think people join.
Oh. 2 people joined.
Sweet. There's a wave button. Are they just waving to us? Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and get started. My name's Taj. It's nice to meet everyone.
I'm Nyeli.
And yeah, we're really excited to show you around our internship. I guess we can get started with just talking about our basic work environment. This is the production room. Nyeli, do you want to show them around?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so there's like boxes and stuff, lots of electronics things.
There's Harry over there.
Lots of fun.
He agreed to be on camera. It's all
It's our
good.
friend Harry.
Yeah. Is there a way to change the camera?
Yeah, there should be.
There's like a button for it. Is it that one?
I don't know. I don't want to mess anything up.
Sorry, we're new to Instagram Live or just Instagram in general. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, now you can see everything.
Harry.
There's Harry. Yeah. This is where we get, all of our parts for building controllers for prosthetic devices.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
But yeah, we just got back from the break on for July 4th. But we had some packages we got on Friday that we can inspect. So usually the first thing that we can do. I hope they can hear us. They can hear us, right?
They can, yeah.
Okay, sweet. First thing we do, so we get these packages of parts that we get shipped to us that are built by outsourced manufacturers. And we just got one from DWE today for high capacity chargers. These charge the batteries that we put inside prosthetic devices. We can show you those batteries. They're really cool, actually. Let me go grab them for you.
Yeah, they're fun because they bend and they're pretty thin so that, they're flexible so that they can fit inside of like a socket for a prosthetic arm.
Yeah.
Without being too bulky like normal batteries.
Yeah, so these are flex cells. Like Nyeli mentioned, they can fit inside sockets for prosthetic arms. And they bend in a certain way that makes it really easy to fit them in there. So we got a bunch of chargers from DWE that we're going to inspect today. That's what we normally do in the morning. We do a bunch of inspections, and that has a whole protocol that we have to publish online so the TA can make sure we're doing good stuff. What else did we get,
Charging ports.
We also got charging ports, which I can show off right here. Let me unplug this element. We also got, see this little square here? It's a charging port. And here's the control panel that controls whether the charging port's on or not. It's blinking right now, that means it's not on. But this is basically what charges the batteries when we plug it into the chargers we just showed you. And they also will control the power output of the batteries. So that when they go to devices like hands, right here, we can control the hands. You want to do, what do you want to do now?
We can answer questions.
Other questions?
Oh, there's Miss Flowers is on with us.
Oh, hello!
Hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining and being a part of this.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we're excited. Cool, I guess the next thing, are there any questions that you said?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. The next thing we can do is, after we inspect new materials that we get from outsourced manufacturers, the next thing we do is we have stuff on our build list. One of the things that we built recently, let me show you, is a device called an element. Harry, you have a PCB out already. Oh, this is great. This is great. So here's one of the devices we build. So the PCB is manufactured for us, and then we solder on these different cables. These cables are for the electrodes, and then the red and the gray cables are for power input and output. And then these are what controls the hand or the wrist or whatever the process system decides to use. But this one's already partially assembled. But we have a fully assembled one, if you want to show them the one right there.
Oh, yeah, sure, here. So this is what it looks like when it's fully assembled. This is, an element. So this is like the most basic kind of control system that IBT makes. And these are electrodes, so those would go like inside of a prosthetic arm, and they would go like on the muscles.
Yeah, we can show you. So like you have flexor and extensor muscles.
So do you want to plug in the element?
Yeah, before we showcase that, I just want to show where we put the design.
Oh yeah.
So for your flexor muscles are going to be on the front of your forearm around over here. And Nyeli, when Nyeli closes her fist, there's an electrical reading from her muscles that this electrode, picks up and then sends it to the microcontroller. And there's another one on the back of your forearm, your extensor muscles, that is also placed.
So when I do like that, it sends a different kind of signal, and that will result in a different like output in the prosthetic hand.
And we can show you guys that now in action. So I just plugged in the element. I can pull catalyst up just so we can get a nice GUI going. I'm going to turn on the element. I think it's paired with Bluetooth. If not, that's okay. Sweet, now you can see the element is on from the blue light. Sweet. We got a hand twitch. That means the element is working properly. Let's go ahead. Okay, right now it's scanning for Bluetooth devices. Okay. And we have the Bluetooth labeled here. Sweet. Perfect, and everything there is all good. Okay, now we should have a nice GUI so you can see what the element is actually reading from the arm. So right over here we have the electrodes, and when I tap on one of the contacts, basically I'm contracting my finger muscle, and it has an electrical signal associated with it that the electrode picks up. So I'm going to touch this electrode, and you're going to see this hand change position. Now let's do the other one. Let's see the other one. There, it's this one. So now when this electrode gets activated, the hand changes to the closed position. When I activate the other electrode, there's the open position. So that's really cool. Now if I show you, so currently it's in the open position, which is this one. So this one. So I put my arm here. If I put the electrode here on my flexor muscle and then flex my hand, it flexes my hand, you'll see the hand also move. So see that? Is that cool? Does that work? Sometimes it's hard to get them to work, but now I'll do this one on my extensor muscle. Did that work?
Yeah.
Nice. So that's basically how they work. When you have amputees with transradial or transhumeral, basically with transhumeral, the electrode will be placed up here next to your bicep and your tricep. But for transradial cases, you'll have an electrode, for an element system, you'll have an electrode over here for when you clench, so you can close your hand, and you'll have an electrode back here for when you open your hand. But yeah, this is really cool. And you can see here, every time I touch one of the contacts, you can see the output on the GUI. So this is how processors are able to interact with this without having all the hardware just laid out like this. They're able to read what the microcontroller is seeing. But yeah, that's an element at work. What else do we do? Oh, do you want to go take out the next one though? Or
oh yeah, has it been 8 minutes?
Yeah. We can go show off that print, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. We just 3D printed something over the weekend. So. Ooh,
oh, sweet. So we're just taking out. You want to show it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a thing we just 3D printed. It's kind of hard to see right now. So.
Yeah, it's on the computer.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like. It's basically a stand for the prosthetic hand, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it took 15 hours to print on the printer, and then if you want to show the printer. Yeah, so it took like 15 hours to build. It built from the top down, which is why it has these weird stains here to support it. And then we just gave it a wash, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the UV chamber for it to cure, to harden up.
Do you want to do that now? It's on 20 minutes. We're probably gonna have to restart it.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd start it, but yeah. So I'm gonna collect the rest of the floor. Anything else we can think of that we do on a normal daily basis? Other than we do inspections, we build elements, we do shipping too. That's kind of boring.
Yeah.
So, what about this again? I'm
Take it out and dry it off. Yeah.
It's important to wear gloves while handling this stuff. It'll irritate your skin. I think most of the alcohol is evaporated though.
Yeah. It's like 99%.
Yeah, alcohol.
Do you want to
Anyways, let's get a better look at this. This is the stand that we're talking about. Now you want to talk more about the componentry because I know you were the one who designed this. Actually,
Yeah, I designed this. It's pretty simple. The holes are for rods that are gonna hold up a hand, basically. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
one's just a red.
Very exciting. Yeah. So those 4 holes are gonna like hold up like rods, which will hold up a hand. And then this like hole in the front here. Yeah. That is gonna be for the like charging port flange thing that you saw earlier.
Yeah, the thing that lights up that shows it like battery power and it controls the battery output.
Mm-hmm. And then the batteries will go in the like square hole. If you want to turn it over to
So
kind
this
of
is
hard
really
to see
cool.
with all the supports, but
But yeah, this is how it was built. So it was built from, if I remember correctly, this is the top of the build platform right here. And right here is the top of the build platform. And they put these supports here and it was built downward this way, which is why we have all these like construction beams. But yeah. Sweet. Should we go ahead and put it in to cure?
you probably want to dry it off more. Christy said to take a K-Tech wipe, especially in the holes for the rods.
Yeah, good point. Oh, after this we can talk about DTA. Holes for the rods, so like these guys?
Yeah, the 4 holes.
Yeah, I'll grab you. Oh, there's the dog. Can you guys hear the dog? That's another thing.
Yeah,
That,
another very fun thing.
yeah, we were really surprised that we have 2 office dogs, Wonton and Oxy, and they play with us.
They're very
so
cute.
much. They're very cute, and they play with each other a lot. But yeah, that was one thing we were surprised about when we were keeping it. How lax it is, and how everyone's just allowed to bring their dogs in all the time. It's really cool. It's really different down here. I think that's all. Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah. The like 4 holes are the most important thing, so like really try and get as much as possible out of there.
I don't know if I can do it more.
Okay, it's probably fine then.
So there's support in the hole. Is this something we have to take out later? Oh, they're probably from the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You can just open it.
Oh, the way I open it?
Yeah, I'll also edit it to 30 minutes.
They're gonna cancel white. So this is the UV cure chamber. It also heats it up a little. There's no place to heat it, is that right?
Yeah, that seems fun.
And it's 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, it should be on for 30
And yeah, it'll so it's heating up right now, and then once it's fully heated, it'll go ahead and start. The other thing is I want to put this guy in, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't take the build plate out, right? I kind of don't want to take it out.
I feel like it's fine to leave it in.
Let's get another wash.
Yeah.
Another close, I just said.
Yeah. Start.
Nice. Cool. I think that'll start once it...
It's like kind of going down.
Yeah, we can check it back in a second. Let's go do DT. So we kind of covered what we did in the morning. We get, like we said, we get new parts to inspect, and we start building out elements and stuff like that. Usually in the afternoon, there's a computer out there that's more available, the SolidWorks computer, where we do SolidWorks, and we work on Altium, which is a software used for making PCBs. But we can go more into design transfer to manufacturing now.
Also, someone asked a question.
What's up?
Beyond Brandable said, "What's been a highlight for you so far?"
I gotta say, everybody here for me. Everyone working here is just so much fun. And I don't really think of them as coworkers. They're honestly kind of like friends. It's a professional environment, but it's also very, very welcoming and a lot of fun to hang out with everyone. It's a very open space, so it's very easy to ask people questions. If you want, you can show them the space out there just real quick. Yeah, that's something that has been really, really great for me.
So that's sort of like the office space for everyone else is who's not like actively building projects, but it's like very open and people just ask each other questions. And the dogs are always running around, so that makes it more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about you, man?
I don't know, some of the highlights for me, I feel like I've been like getting to improve my technical skills a lot with like CAD and learning more about electronics. So building stuff is always really fun and designing things. But yeah, and then also just like having fun and yeah, pretty relaxed.
Another one of my highlights that I want to bring up is the environment here. It's very I don't know. They encourage you to be creative and encourage you to contribute your most to the company and also get a lot for yourself out of the company. One of the things that I was working on was a PCB for one of my design teams, and because of all of the stuff that I learned at this company, I was able to design my own PCB, and it's being sent out to manufacturers right now, which is really exciting. And they had no problem with me using the software and asking me questions about it too. So it's not just it's not a rigid work environment at all. They're totally willing to help you out with your own projects and your own learning process, which is really great. I'm if I could pull the picture because I would love to show you designs for the new products coming out, but unfortunately that stuff is confidential. But that's normally what we do in the afternoon. Like I said, we work on the SolidWorks files, the CAD files for the new products that we're developing. But maybe I can, show a brief picture of one of the things that I've been working on. Let me dig in my chat history. The dogs. That's a bummer. Yeah. So here's one of the PCBs that I developed here on Altium, and I would not. This is about 1 inch by 2 inches in length, so it's a pretty small PCB. But it's basically a medical device for my design team that I was able to, work on at work and ask people questions for on, which was really incredible. I don't feel like you get to explore different areas of this a lot during internships. That was kind of a huge experience for me to be able to practice what I learned at the company. But yeah.
Sounds really cool. Were there more questions on that list, Taj, that we want to go through?
Oh yeah, good call. Let's see. We talked about work environment. We showed workspace. We talked about a typical day. Anything that surprised you about working in person?
Yeah, it was weird to just go back to going back into an office and whatever again. But yeah, the dogs were super fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the video out of the dogs. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I can put this video. Oh yeah, here's a video. The dogs.
Yeah, those are the dogs. Their names are Wonton and Roxy, and they're best friends.
And it's so cute. They once they get to know you, they every time you walk in the door, they have to attack you with love. So it's very adorable.
Yeah, they're currently in the conference room where all of the full-time employees are having a meeting.
We're having Monday meeting right now.
So unfortunately, we can't
get
the in-person dogs. But.
Yeah. Yeah, the dogs are definitely surprising. Let's see what's else. So compare this to virtual experiences. So I actually started out. This initially was a virtual position earlier, and then it switched to in person. And some of the virtual stuff that we did in the beginning was doing a lot of CAD stuff, which is when I learned gained a lot of experience with CAD. But also when we started phasing into in person, there was almost nobody in the office. Only 2 or 3 people a day. And now there's up to 20 people in the office. So it was definitely different adapting to that. It's harder to be motivated for sure when, you know, it's just you in there building stuff every day. But I would definitely say now that I can shift it to in person, and concerns have gone down. It's been a lot more productive for sure.
Yeah, I started in person at the beginning of June, so I did not actually do anything virtual here. But yeah, it has definitely been really nice, like getting to go into an office and like, I feel like with online school especially, there's like always like stuff hanging over your head when you get home, or like there's always more that you feel like you could be doing. But it's nice to like have a separate like workspace. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Those are most of the questions. Any advice for students pursuing in-person versus virtual experiences? I mean, I don't know. Like, you have any advice? I don't really feel like this is my first internship. And it's been incredible so far. But the one thing that I do want to relay, I heard this from somebody else during one of the InBaltimore meetings, but I also had this own experience, you know, at my internship is you try to contribute as much as you can and give your all to the company so that they want you there, you know. Don't just have your internship so you show up, you do stuff, and you leave, right? Be part of the company so that they want you back and they want you in the fall. I know Nyeli and I are going to continue working in the fall here, which is really exciting. You know, started out as just a summer internship, but hopefully it's going to extend even longer because we've contributed so much that they want to keep us around, and they've already trained us enough. It's just easier, and it works really well. So make the best out of your internship. In terms of finding experiences, I feel like it's hit or miss. I got really lucky with this place.
Yeah.
Have you had other internship experiences?
I have. Last summer I had a virtual internship, which I think this has been a lot more rewarding. Like I've gotten more hands-on experience and more like attention, more so with like the personalized training. Whereas online I was sort of like more on my own. But yeah, I think that was a huge difference and like very helpful to get more like individual training. But yeah, I think they're both like pretty different, but are like different skills, and it's good to have like experience with both. Yeah. So we got another question. Do you have any advice on how to get accepted to a design team?
Oh, design team? Let's see.
Taj is actually going to be a design team leader this fall.
Yeah, I'll be design team leader. I guess it depends. Honestly, it depends on the team that you're interviewing with. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think honestly, just like be yourself in the interviews. Also, I am currently on a design team as well, and will be, like I have been for all of Hopkins. But I think particularly like freshman year during interviews, I used to like juggle a lot during interviews. There was always a question that would come up like, teach us how to do something. And so I'd always try to teach people how to juggle, which was always really fun. And like people remembered me because of that. So if you have like a fun, like gimmicky trick like that, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, make yourself memorable. But it sounds so like weird and maybe cliche, but like, you know, don't come off too strong, but try to make yourself memorable. And number one, be yourself. Because when I was choosing people to join my team during the draft, I was looking at people that I could vibe with. You know, I think at the end of the day, you know, if you're here at Hopkins, your experience doesn't actually matter. You know, I mean, a freshman versus a sophomore, what you've had an extra year of experience, it doesn't matter. On design team, we're all about learning together. And as long as you have that mindset, you know, I think that's something that a lot of leaders look for. That mindset to want to learn and grow together. I think it doesn't really matter what your background experience is. So I guess, you know, best piece of advice is come ready to learn and show that excitement and enthusiasm and be yourself. Absolutely.
Cool. So Sierra asked us a question. Can we share how we also work with Domini, who's a JHU alum?
Yeah, so Domini's been involved with every aspect of what we do. Basically, we work with Christy, who's a main supervisor, but we also work with Domini a lot. Domini has been instrumental in kind of providing new opportunities for us. At least, like when I was building my PCB for my design team, you know, she's the one who gave me access to the software. She's the one who, you know, went through my design, made sure things were safe and ROHS compliant and everything worked out with the manufacturer. But she's constantly pushing us to ask for more, which is something that's been really incredible, especially during the summer, because this is when we have a lot of, you know, there's some more downtime. But she's constantly pushing us to, you know, strive for new things and try new things. And like I said, that's kind of the environment here. That's the vibe we get. But she's been incredibly helpful in our internship experience. And I think without Dominique, it would definitely not be the same.
Yeah, she has been at this company since she was an intern, so for like 7 years, I think she said, which is crazy. And it's also really cool to like be able to talk to someone who's like a little bit like further down the line in her career and who has also like been where we are now. So yeah, she's like very approachable. We ask her advice all the time. Yeah, and she's really awesome. I do not have an Instagram, Taj. I don't.
So I had one like a few years ago, and then I like deleted my app because I didn't use it anymore. But
yeah, we're not really social media people.
Yeah, no,
but...
no. Can you tell we are? Don't even know how to change the camera.
Yeah. Anything else? I don't think there are more questions here.
Yeah, I think that we went through everything. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. If there are any last minute questions, we'll stay on for a bit. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. It says there are still 6 people on.
Wait a bit.
Oh, Val Wong wants our emails.
Emails?
Sure. Okay, wait.
Is there a way to like send it in like a chat or something?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sierra. Can we just send it in the normal chat? Is that okay?
Is that work?
Yeah. Okay. Do we send
See, we do not
iBiomed
understand
emails?
Instagram at all.
Should we send iBiomed emails or JHU emails? JHU
Send
emails.
JHU emails, yeah. Let's see, what does that do? What happens if you post that? Let's find out. Wait, it's not.
Wait, what is your
TELKH AL1 at JHU. Okay, we're posting the emails. I hope that works. Sweet.
Yeah. Those are our emails if anyone wants them. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always open to answer more questions.
Yeah, thank you. It's a new experience. But... All right, cool. Can we like end it now?
Yeah, I mean, if there are no more questions, I feel like we're good to go. But yeah, feel free to email us if you have any questions.
Yeah, thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're live apparently.
We're live.
Well, that's exciting.